Hi nail friends, it's Miranda and my corgi rider who is panting very loudly and making tons of noise. But welcome back to Corgis, Wine and Nails because that's how it goes here. We've got my corgi rider making tons of noise. We got a little sippy of wine. And we've got nails happening. So you might notice that hopefully the intro shows you what you're actually going to be seeing if you decided to watch this video, and I hope you do. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this new foil dip. It's from a company called Double Dipp'd, and this one is Thunderstorm. It has not yet been released. They will be released on September 14th. There's a whole line of these foil dips that the owner Tracy has made, and the one that I have here today, Thunderstorm, oh my gosh, it actually got glued down in the little cupcake. It had some residue here. Anyways, like most things on my channel, you know, definitely not perfect. But anyways, okay, so I've done, let's get to business. This is what it's gonna look like when it's all like glossed up and shiny. So far, I've done 2 dips of the foil and then a dip of clear and activated. And then I've done the rest of the colors that I'm using with this mani. If you are interested, I'm using Xena from VIVIDip's, and I'm using Gallia from Revel. This was from the Goddess of the Sea collection. But I just think they're really pretty. They'll be a lot prettier once they're all buffed and shaped and glossed up. But back to the point of this story, I'm using triple vitamin base, and this is my favorite base that I use all the time. Hold on, I got little flakies. Okay, and you can tell my little setup here is already super messy because I just did both hands. But I saved this last nail for you because I was hoping that you might want to see how to do a foil dip. And I just wiped my brush a little bit over here on this little paper towel on the side that you can't see. So I'm just going to dip straight down. Hopefully you can tell what I'm doing. I'm filming with my phone camera, which I've never done before. I always use my Nikon. And so I'm a little bit nervous to try something new. I know a lot of people do film with their phone camera, but see, I missed a little here. We'll have to make sure I get better coverage. But yeah, I'm definitely nervous about filming with just my phone. And I'm not sure how it's gonna work when I'm trying to make the video and like import it and edit and stuff. So you may never see this video. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I got, if you're on the nail communities on Facebook, you'll be familiar with this little baggie. It's what samples come in when you buy samples of dip powders, which if you're new to dip powders, I highly recommend that you join one of the buy, sell, trade sites on Facebook. So then you can increase your collection pretty quickly. Okay, I'm just really lightly with this little Wet n Wild brush. It's 99 cents at the drugstore. I'm just really lightly kind of getting the excess off. You want to be careful because this is like very, very, very delicate. The flakes are. It's foil. And then I want to do, let's see, another dip, but I need to make sure we get a good coverage. If I need to do 3, that's totally fine. No big deal. Be sure to wipe with this particular kind of dip. It really, the residue kind of gets on your brush. So wipe it on a paper towel, which I have over here on the side. You can't see. Anyways, I was telling you a story that hopefully you'll see this video and that I can try something new with filming with my camera. If I could film with my camera and the video quality turns out decent, then that would be great because I have this Archon mount, which does support my regular camera, but you know, it's easier to just stick your phone on and go for it. So I always use, this is actually like a stirrer for like cocktail drinks, but you could use a toothpick or anything you really want that has a very fine point like this. And going around to clean up my cuticles and keep a clean line around there. But what I found when I was doing the other nails, and I know it's not wet anymore, but was like, instead of patting, was really just like pressing and rolling with the sample bag. And so, oh, and the other thing I was gonna tell you, I know I was telling you, if you're new, you should buy samples. Because you can, you know, if you're on a budget, you're trying to like grow your collection quickly, that's awesome. Like I'm brushing around the edges here. I'm not gonna brush on top as much, just a little, because I don't wanna break these flakes. But even if you have a bunch of colors, like I do now, but you can't help yourself because there's so many new colors that keep coming out. That's the point too, where buying samples makes more sense, because sometimes when you buy a big collection, then you're never going to be able to use all the product. See, look, gotta clean that off, wipe. Wiping it really a lot over here on this paper towel. Okay, we're gonna do one more dip. But it makes sense when you have a big collection too, that if you are interested in some colors, but you don't really like have a good reason to buy more, then here I'm pressing and rolling. Can you guys see this? Then that's where I would say buying samples is a great idea. I actually just got a couple samples. There's a few companies that sell samples, which I've been trying them out and I really love that. Here, getting that excess off. And they're usually smaller businesses that do that. But I really like supporting small businesses. I especially love to support women entrepreneurship. So that's kind of my thing. And so that's a good way for me to get more colors to you. But you know what, I'm always a sucker for a good sale. And what's good about kind of the dip powder community in general, on those buy sell trade sites, if you do have excess product, then you can recoup some of your investment by selling a little bit of your collection. So I've done that before, where I'll sell a few samples out of a jar, and then I can go buy more. Because isn't that what we all need, is every color ever? I do. I actually stopped rationalizing my collection a long time ago. I've only been dipping for a year, you guys. I'm just cleaning up around if you're wondering what I'm doing. Just kind of getting the flakies off. This is actually really easy to use. I'm hoping it looks easy on camera, and I'm just blabbing and talking a lot because that's what I do on my channel, is talk to you. But the foil is actually super easy to apply. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna encapsulate it, and I got some foil flakes in my little bit of clear here, and that's why I only just pour a little bit of clear in the cupcake liner, and then I can, you'll see me do it here. Here, I'll just show you. Okay, let's do a coat. We're gonna encapsulate this so that I can still buff and file and have like a perfectly smooth nail. And then see, I'm gonna tilt it. I'm not gonna touch the paper at all. I'm just touching the powder. So you be really gentle when you dip, and it will stay smooth. And then we're gonna let that dry. Let's see, I've got a little old nail brush for excess powder. And I know my hands look all dry and stuff. I actually did soak off. If you noticed on my nail, before I dipped this one, I do have peel base on underneath, but I put just a little bit right here. Because I never know like how long I really want my nails to last. So this one, you know, I might want it 2 days, I might want it 5, who knows. So I put enough that when I soak, this will come off in just like minutes because there's a barrier underneath, and really the dip is adhering to my natural nail just along the edges here. So it speeds up your soaking process. But if I were gonna wear them probably for 5 days, I could probably just pop them off with the amount that I put on. If I only wanna wear this look for 1 or 2 days, then I would do an entire coat on my nail. And I get tons of questions about this, but and I probably should just make a straight video all about just peel base, because that's definitely my #1 thing is people asking me how I like peel base and how I use it. But it really is personal to you. Your body chemistry and your activities are going to make a big impact on how peel base reacts with your nails. So I kind of don't have the right answer for everybody. I can just kind of say like my story, and then some people have completely drastic different stories. Okay, so now I did that. I'm gonna activate, and I'm trying not to make this a long video. Gosh, guys, I'm already at like 11 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna activate, and then I'm gonna buff, file. I'll come back and show you the finished nails. I hope you like the foil. I hope you like this combo. And again, this is Thunderstorm from Double Dipp'd. I'm just gonna pour it from the cupcake blender back in here. That's what it looks like when it's all dry. And then I was also gonna tell you that I really like her packaging. How cute is this? You know, it looks really nice. I know it's all dusty, has flakes everywhere, but kudos to her for really cute packaging. All right, I'll be back, guys. Thanks now, friends, for watching so far. And I'm back. So, Ryder's here too. Here's the look that we did today. Here's the 3 colors that we used. We used Double Dip Thunderstorm, which is a foil dip. It's new, coming up to be released here in a few days on September 14th. I used VIVIDip Xena and Revel Gallia, which was from the Goddess of the Sea collection. And then here is what it looks like. After when I last left you, I just activated, so I was going to file, buff, shape, you know, kind of clean up, and then you rinse, activate, and then 2 dips of my Revel Pro top coat is what I use for my dip liquids. So here is the last step. We have Cuticle Candy. This is a new one I just got from the Nail Collab, which is a Facebook community that each month has small businesses in the nail industry that are featured, and they host sales, which Cuticle Candy was in the first sale, and I got 3 scents. This one's called Tropawai, which is basically, it smells like that delicious Hawaiian tropic santan scent. Sorry if that's weird, but it smells so good, like coconut, banana, tropical, I don't know, heaven. So that is the last step after you do your nails, is put some nice cuticle oil, make them feel really good and loved. So I hope you like this video, and if you'd like to see more videos, or if you have any ideas on things that you'd like to see, then definitely let me know. There's lots of things that I would love to talk to you about. So I'm glad that you joined me today, and thanks, nail friends. Bye.